Hello guys, so in this lesson we'll be doing the 11th task, which is number 10, in the advanced, the first advanced. It says inverting a combination. Right, so we have to write a program that prints all possible number combination of two digits. Two digits being 0 and probably 0 to 9, right? So they should be separated with comma, as you can see when it's executed here. They're separated with comma and they are separated with a space, right? So the two digits must be different. So 0, 01 and 10 are considered the same. So it has to be 01 alone. Like you can't, they said print only the smallest. So we want to print the smallest, we're not printing the largest. Okay, so 01 and 10, they are considered to be the same. So you have to pick this one. Okay, and the number should be printed in ascending order. We already know that. We have to use putchar, you can use printf. You can only use putchar 5 times, okay, and then you are not allowed to use any variable type char, so you're going to use int, right? And then all your code should be in the main function. Okay, so let's go into it and let's copy our file. So I'm going to be showing you two methods, which will be using the for and the while loop and the for loop. Okay, so we'll start with the while loop as usual, and then we'll convert to for loop. So pi and then the name, right? So I'll write my include. I'll include my header file. Am I right? Good. So I'll add my name. It is to print um, 2 digit combo, right? And then we'll have our return type. Return type should be 0, right? And then we'll have our main, which will hold our code. And this one should be void because we're not passing any parameter. Okay, so since we are not passing the parameter, that one will be void. And then we'll initialize our, so let's have int I for the first number. So we'll be saving our first number in this variable, and then int j. Okay, so for int I, let's declare the, let's initialize the variable. So this one becomes 0. Okay, so that's that. And then let's go. So we have our while loop, and then we say, so we want to print, what we want to do is, look at it, we want to print 0 to kind of 8, well, let's say 0 to 9, the first number. Okay, so we want to make that first number print 0 to, let's say, 9, for example. So we'll say, as far as we said I is 0 already, right? So we say I less than equal to 9, right? So this will print 0 to 9 naturally. So before we print that first number, we have to put a condition and make it print the second number along. So we'll use another while loop. So there are like 4 ways you could even do this. So I will explain once I'm done. Okay, you can mix it up. So we have while, and then so before we start this one, we initialize it. J is now equals to 0. So it is a better practice to do it this way. Okay, so instead of initializing the second variable here, you can do it on top. Okay, so we'll now have the condition print j as far as it's less than equal to 9, right? So let me just add a quote to this guy. Right. Okay, so what else? We have a curly braces. Okay, so we have to put our condition before it's printed. So we say uh, we can put it in an if statement. Okay, if, and then put this. Okay, so we say if this one has to be less than this, right? So if I is less than j, that is when you should print the numbers, right? As you can see, I is less than j, I is less than j, I is less than j, I is less than j. So that is when you should print the number. So once it's less than j, then you can print. So how about putchar, and then we say you should print I, and also putchar should print j. Okay, so we'll do that. So while it has printed this, we need to put um, our comma and space. So I could have done putchar comma, okay, and then putchar. So sorry, comma will be in quotes now. So put putchar comma, putchar space. So for space we have it like this, okay. So but the thing is, we can't do it like this because the last number doesn't have comma and space, so it's going to put comma and space here, okay. So we have to put a condition that will not make it put for the last number, and we know that the first number is 8 here, the last number is 9 here. So we'll just say, we'll come here and say if. So before you print this one, it's going to go through this statement as well. So we'll say if uh, what would I say? If I is not equal to 8, not equal to 8. Okay. So if this I, once you see that this I is not equal to 8, it will put, but we have only one 8 here too, right? So you can say or where's now or if I is equal to 8, if I is equal to 8 and j is not equal to 9. So what we are telling it here is that as far as I, if for example, if I is 8, right, and then j is not equal to 9. So if j is 9, if I is 8 and j is 9, it's supposed to print it, right? So we've put it here that once this one is not, that is when it should print. So once it is and it is, it won't print this guy. And then once it is 8, it won't print this guy. So any of it, if I is 8, it if I is 8, okay. So if I is 8, it won't print. But if I is not 8, it will print, right? So if I is 8, right? So I is not 8. So if I is not 8, you say I is not 8. Okay, so like that. I don't know if you get it. So this is I, right? So it will be printing that stuff as far as I is not 8. It should continue printing. Okay, so that's what we're just saying. And as far as j is not 9, okay, which this is j, right? Okay, so that's what we are finding. So one of the two. So after that, we can do our incrementation for while loop for this first one. So for this first one, where is it? Yeah, yes, here it is. Where is it? Yes, we are inside like this. So we'll put j plus plus, and then for this second one, we are inside here like this. We do I plus plus. Then we print a new line afterwards, right? So put char, and then our return value should return 0. I think we should be good this way. We could put this one in a bracket. sincere together. Okay, so this we should do. Okay, so we can put this one to in a curly braces or leave it. Okay, so let's leave it and see. So Betty 100. Betty says no description found for return value of me. Okay, maybe we didn't put, let's see, vi 100. So let's see. Oh, sorry, I didn't put it. So I didn't put a column here. Yes. So let's see Betty again. So Betty say we are good. Let's compile it. So let's run it. So as you can see, we got it right. Okay. So the second method is, let me just copy that 100 and sorry, copy 100 and give it an 100. Okay, so I'll call it 100 print dot c. So I'll vi into 100 print dot c. Right. So the another way to solve this is using this as a for. So just change this to for. So this I equals to 0 at the top, we'll put it here. I is equal to 0, semicolon. So we remove the initialization up, come down, and then this that I plus plus at the bottom, we'll remove it as well. Okay, so this I plus plus over here, we remove it. So we can run our program like this and it will still work. Or we could still go furthermore to change this guy to 4, and then this j equals to 0, we'll put it inside. Right? So don't need this guy anymore. Then we come here and then we put our g plus plus here. Then remove this guy here. Okay, so let's save and execute it. So let's bet it 100 print dot c. So Betty said we are good, so let's just compile it. Okay, so we have one error. So it said, okay, so I'm supposed to put semicolon here, not comma. Okay, so let me go back there. I think that was my error. Vi print.c. Oh, sorry. Let's go. Remove print.c. Vi 100 print.c. Okay, so we'll go here. Where is it? Where is the guy? Ooh, yeah. So I this way, escape. So let me clear the screen. So let me compile it. GCC 100. So GCC accepted it. So when we still execute it, we still get our answer. So see you in the next video.